Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today we have a monster product to review for you guys. This is Titan Attachments Stump Bucket Grapple Severe Duty. This thing is amazing. You're gonna like this review. This severe duty stump bucket grapple is a massive beast. Titan Attachments did a very good job of putting this thing together. 1/2-inch thick steel. Man, this thing is durable. You've got 45 inches as you open up, 46-inch wide here at the quick attach. Your front 3 teeth are replaceable. That way, if you break one off when you're getting up under a big stump root or something, you can replace that. Just order one from Titan Attachments. And then that's 15-inch wide. Your bucket is 15-inch wide, so you can get up under. You can trench with this thing. That's pretty cool. You got 13 inches of serrated edge on your top grapple here, and 31 inches serrations on the bottom, and these things are sharp. When you get up under roots and pull back, you will tear up those roots, that's for sure. And you are 59 inches. This thing is 59 inches long, so you can get way up under them big old roots, rip it out. Of course, when it's done, you grab a hold of it, take it to where you want to dump it. So let's go check out the cylinder. Now this cylinder here is pretty strong. It's a single cylinder, 2.5-inch bore, 8-inch stroke. You see I got a couple more inches to bring back here. We've got 1/2-inch hydraulic hoses all the way out to those C-face skid steer quick connect fittings. And this, you got a little guard over your hose connections here that keep anything that falls back on it from ripping those out. Goes up under there. This is powder coated steel, guys. Powder coated steel, so it should be fairly resilient to scratching. So far, you know, I put it through a little test. I don't see too many nicks or scuffs on it. You got to make sure your front end loader, again, is rated for this bad boy. You know, we got a 55 horsepower tractor here. 1,176 pounds your front end loader needs to be rated for, up to 2,500 pounds, no problem. This skid steer quick attachment will do the job. The only issue I've had is on one of the flat face connections. I had a hydraulic leak, and it wasn't a problem with the flat face quick connect. It was the fitting behind it. There's the hose, there's a mechanical coupling, and then the flat face itself. And it was between the mechanical coupling and the flat face coupling. It wasn't tight as it should have been, started leaking pretty bad. I tightened it up a little bit, still leaks. I went ahead and took it apart, put a little more tape on it, put it back together, and it has not leaked a bit. I did read in the reviews of Titan Attachments, and that is a common thing, that the fittings from the manufacturer may not always be tight enough. You'll develop a leak. So check those really before you make your hydraulic connections. Save yourself some time. Not a big deal. If that's my only complaint, I'm pretty happy. First thing we're going to do to put our grapple to the test is this brush pile. Yeah, I've already by hand stacked this brush, but it sure would have been nice to have a grapple to do it. So I'm going to see if the grapple will come in, pick up a big bundle of it, move it away, and then put it back. Again, this isn't like a big giant regular grapple designed for this application. You know, the kind that had the two claws that open and close, real wide stance. Guys, this thing is only 15 inches wide, so will it pick up this much brush? Will it move it? Will it set it back down? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, I think that picked up a huge bundle there, so I'm pleasantly surprised at how well this small, as far as width-wise, grapple goes. Let's set this back down and move on to the pick up a log test. All right, I've got 2 logs staged right in front of our grapple here. One's longer than the other. The big end's on this end, so it's not quite centered up. This is a narrow grapple. Will it pick it up? Will everything fall over? I don't know. Let's give it a try. There you go. I don't have very good grip on it, but man, if I tilt it back a little bit, open my claw up, see if it goes back in a little bit. Look at there. And tilt it back down. We're holding in. Man, those teeth holding that log right in place. Look at that. Now let's dump them. Open up, there goes that one. There goes that one, yes, baby. Stump bucket grapple, is it a grapple? Yes, it is. Now for the big test. Will it pull up these stumps? Now I've got a small stump, a smaller stump, and then a bigger stump. And I believe these are sweet gum, so they got a pretty good root base to them. We're gonna do 3. Now, it's preferred when you're removing a stump that you leave a trunk about 3 or 4 foot tall. You don't wanna cut your trees down all the way to the base, because when you go to remove them, you don't have any leverage. So if you leave one about 3 or 4 foot up, you can dig out around it, you can push the top and push it back and forth, and you can rock that root ball open down below. But we don't have that luxury here, so this is gonna be a really good test. 3 stumps, I gotta dig around, see if I can pull them up. Can it do it? Let's find out. I'm gonna start off just by going straight down towards the center, see if I can dig down below. Oh, look at that, guys. Back up, oh, pop that out. Go a little bit off to this side, tilt it down a little bit more this time. Dig deep, dig deep. All right, gotta get deeper than that. This thing really digs though. Let's get on this side. Get a little more of an angle this time. A little more of an angle. Dig deep. Just gotta keep going all the way around. See if we can pop these roots out. I'm gonna do on this. Oh, I see the roots are popping. Teeth really biting into it. All right. Go on this side now. I see the damage it's doing. This side. Dig. Oh yeah, look at that. Dump this art over here. All right, let's see if we can get that side down now. Oh, I see it moving. All right, let's back up. Come on this side a little bit. right, we can see we pulled that stump up right there, which is a pretty good size one, you can see. And so there's 3 trees here. You can see the roots go all the way out. These got some pretty good root bases on them. Now this stump right here is the last one we gotta get out. You can see this all the way over here. That's a good sized tree. So we've got to get around it to get up under it and pull it out. So again, if we'd have left the stump up higher, we could push and rock it back and forth. This is kind of like a worst case scenario, but let's go ahead and get this thing out. Looky there, guys. We got the whole stump. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, guys. Man, oh man, we got that whole stump on there. Let me dump it over here and we'll move on to some bigger ones. Now that we got that stump dumped, before we move on to the other stumps I want to get pulled out, let's try another aspect of the grapple to the test. I've got this tree right here that I cut down not too long ago, and you can see it's up in the woods there. Let's go ahead and grapple onto the end of it and see if we can pull this tree on out to where I can start making some cuts on it. Because I don't like that up in the woods right there. If I could pull it out with a grapple, that would be so awesome. Look at that, guys. Not a problem at all. Pulling it right out. Get it lined up right next to these others. Open my grapple. Drop it on the ground. Woohoo! This thing is doing the job. So we picked up brush with the grapple, we picked up trees with the grapple, we tore up 3 stumps out of the ground, one was fairly good size, dumped it over there. We pulled out a tree we'd previously cut down, got it pulled over here and stacked with the grapple, isn't that pretty cool? So finally, let's go over down to a field I've got a stump that's in my roadway it's been bothering me for the longest time. It's a pretty good size one. Let's dig it out and then we'll finish off with a nice tree I've got that's about this tall and it's got a pretty good root base. If I can get those 2 things out, I'll be done with this review and call it a day and be a very, very happy farmer, that's for sure. This is actually 2 stumps. I thought it was one big one. It's actually one with a wide root base and another one with a wide root base. Now this has been cut down for a little while, so shouldn't be too hard to pull up, but it has been a problem child for me. And then this next one is behind you. It's a cedar tree that hasn't been cut down too long ago. So let's get these out and move on to the cedar tree. That wasn't too hard there at all. All right, let's dump that one off right here. Let's get the one right behind it. I'm getting pretty good with this thing, I know that. Dig in deep. Got it in low gear. Oh, this one's a little harder. Oh yeah, boom! Both of those pulled out, not a problem. Man, those were easy. All right, let's move on to the next one. Actually, this looks like a 3-fold problem. Not only do I have this cedar stump here, tree, and these things, this is in solid. Hadn't been cut down very long. And I've also got, to get access to it, I got another stump right here that you can see has been cut down for a while because that's grown up, but it is still super solid. And I've got this brush right here. So let's use the grapple, get the brush out of the way, get this stump up, and then we'll get that tall cedar stump up. Final test. Enough brush got out of the way. Now let's see if we can get this stump here. I'm gonna go straight in on it, dig down below, get it in low gear here. Let's see how deep this root ball is. All right, I see it moving. All right, let's move on to the other side of it. Got to get on each side. I think I'm getting pretty much the hang of how we do this. Get the roots on this side, come up. All right. Get the roots on this side, dig deep. All right, come on. Let those serrations just eat those roots away. Back up here, all right. Let me dump this material off here. Now let's try it in the center of that again. They go deep. Oh yeah, look at that. You go deep. Pop those roots. All right, let's hit it. Let's hit it. No, not gonna do it. Oh, it goes down in the hole. All right. Close down on it. See if I can lift. No. Open back up. Back up. I have to come from the other side, looks like. Oh, this thing is fun, man. Talk about some fun tractor action. When you're doing stuff like this, oh, makes you glad to be alive. Come back. Dig deep right here. Oh, I see it moving. Oh, you see that, guys? Oh, yeah. I think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get it right here. Let's try this. Is this gonna do it? see it moving. Oh man. I think I'm gonna get a little deeper. Right there. Go down. Down below it. Oh man. I think I got part of the root base for sure. Oh yeah. We got the root base. Go up in here. Get that out of there. They get right there on the side of it. Oh, more root ball just broke. Yes. This thing's got a lot more roots than I thought it did. All right, let's get on this side. Come at it from this angle. All right, let's come at it from this angle. Oh, dig deep. You see it moving. You just gotta break those root balls. Oh. There we go. Got some of that tore up. Let's come back over again, get it from this side. Dig deep. That thing is in there, that's for sure. But you just gotta get the root system. Oh, I'm in high gear. I need to be in low gear. There it goes. That'll help. Low gear gives you the torque you need. Let's get about that angle right there, go down. You hear it popping. You hear all the roots popping. Just come up, in, up, in, up. It's doing it. There we go. That tree had a lot bigger root base than I thought. Alright, so now when you come on a little deeper on this side. See if I had the ability to torque on the top of it if it was taller. Oh yeah. Haha. I see it moving. Let's get below it one more time. challenging than I thought it was going to be. Nice. Super excited. Now that stump was a lot more involved than I thought. Look how deep the hole is, and that root base went all the way around. That was a pretty amazing how far around that root base went. But once we went on every side of it, it seemed to rock out and then pull out fairly easy, man. The serrations on the grapple there really does well to eat up those roots. Now this bad boy here may pose a little more of an issue due to this tree right here. This is a full-size tree, and its root base is going all the way out, so it's kind of intertwined with this cedar here, which is solid as a rock. So let me start racking on this one, and we may end up using the bill to push on the top to separate it from the roots on this one. That's the plan. Just push right over. Oh, look at that, yeah. Let's just try knocking it, pushing it over real quick. Oh, look at that. Look at that. When you can focus all of that energy in one spot like the teeth on a stump bucket grapple can do, that makes it so much easier. All right. So the one that was supposed to be hard was easy. Let's see if I can close down on it. Open it, lift it up. Ah, yeah, baby! Back up. Woo! Look at that! Woo! Let's dump it. Boom! Yeah, so that one just knocked right over. Super easy. All right. So the one I thought was easy, this big giant hole right here, had a lot more roots going than I thought. And then of course the cedar tree next to the big tree, having that elevation, having that height helped me just topple it over. You guys, don't cut your stumps too low to the ground if you need to get your stumps out at a later date. That's a lesson for everybody out there, because when you leave the height, you got the leverage. Physics 101, guys. So the serrations on these teeth eat up these roots. It's that simple. You come in, and it took me a while to get the hang of how to use this stump bucket grapple, but you come in at, don't go in too straight down, don't go in too straight, come in about a 45 degree or so and then get down below it. And then as it goes in, these serrations just eat through those roots and you keep coming up, 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 boom. Go on this side, up, 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 boom. Come under, hit that tap root. If you got something to push over, push it over, grapple it, pull it out of the way, and you are done, guys. I am Titan attachments, heavy duty stump bucket grapple for the win. Now, this thing would probably be better suited for a full-size skid steer. A full-size skid steer can really have the torque and the frame size. You know, my 55 horsepower New Holland Workmaster here is a little undersized for the severe duty or this heavy duty stump bucket grapple, but you can see it did the job just fine. I've got hundreds and hundreds of these to do, so it's going to put a strain on this tractor. A skid steer would do the job no problem. Got to clean it out a little bit. Man, how long this thing is. The hydraulics work on it very, very well. Again, the only issue I had was that leak on one of the fittings. Super easy to fix. You see that in the reviews all the time for these, so check those when you first get it. So I highly recommend Titan attachments, heavy duty, severe duty, stump bucket grapple for all kinds of homestead use around your homestead. So guys, until next time, I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. And if you have any comments on how I screwed up, Tim, you don't know a thing you're doing with a tractor or a stump bucket grapple, well, you're pretty much right. I'm a novice and I got their product. I'm so happy that I can change the teeth out if I break one, but look guys, they stayed on there, not an issue. So yes, I'm a novice. Leave comments down below. Say, Tim, do this, because I get hundreds more stumps to do as we go off on our off-grid journey coming up very soon. So I need all the advice I can get. So leave those comments down below. So guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day and go Ridge Life.